believe she fell. No! No! She spun away from them, bile stinging the back of her throat. This couldn't be real. It couldn't be. Miss Green. She wouldn't turn. Her gaze found the bulletin board in the hallway, where invites, a calendar, and the business card of a caterer were neatly pinned. At the top was a map of the world, the week before Mia left to go travelling. Katie had asked her to plot her route on it. Mia's mouth had curled into a smile at that, yet she indulged Katie's need for schedules and itineraries by marking a loose route that began on the west coast of America and took in Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Samoa, Vietnam, and Cambodia, an endless summer of trailing coastlines. Katie had been tracking the route from Mia's infrequent bursts of communication, and now the silver drawing pin was stuck in Western Australia. Staring at the map, she knew something wasn't right. She turned back to the police. Where was she found? In Numanuk, the female officer repeated. It's in the southern tip of Bali. Bali? Bali wasn't on Mia's route. This was a mistake. She wanted to laugh, let the relief explode from her chest. Mia isn't in Bali. She's in Australia. She caught the exchange of glances between the officers. The woman stepped forward. She had light blue eyes and wore no makeup. I'm afraid Mia's passport was stamped in Bali 4 weeks ago. Her voice was gentle, but contained a certainty that chilled Katie. Miss Green, would you like to sit down? Mia couldn't be dead. She was 24, her little sister. It was inconceivable. Her thoughts swam. She could hear the water tank downstairs humming. A television was playing somewhere. Outside, a late-night reveller was singing. Singing! What about Finn? She asked suddenly. Finn? Finn Tyler. They were travelling together. The female officer opened up her notebook and spent a moment glancing through it. She shook her head. I'm afraid I don't have any information about him currently. I'm sure the Balinese police will have been in contact with him, though. I don't understand any of this, Katie whispered. Can you... I need to know everything. Tell me everything. The police officer described the exact time and location at which Mia had been found. She told her the medical assistants had arrived swiftly on the scene, but that Mia was pronounced dead on their arrival. She explained that her body was being held at the Sanglar morgue in Bali. She confirmed that there would be further investigations, but that so far the Balinese police believed it was a tragic accident. All the while, Katie stood completely still. Is there someone you would like us to contact on your behalf? She thought instantly of their mother. She allowed herself a moment to imagine the comfort of being held in her arms, the soft cashmere of her mother's sweater against her cheek. No, she told the officer eventually. I'd like you to leave now, please. Of course. Someone from the Foreign Office will be in touch tomorrow with an update from the Balinese police. I'd also like to visit you again. I've been assigned as your family liaison officer, and will be here to answer any questions you have. The woman took a card from her pocket and placed it beside the phone. Both officers told Katie how sorry they were, and then left. As the door clicked shut, the strength in Katie's legs dissipated, and she sank onto the cold wooden floor. She didn't cry. She hugged her knees to her chest to contain the trembling that had seized her. Why had Mia been in Bali? Katie didn't know anything about the place. There was a bombing outside a nightclub some years ago, but what else? Clearly there were cliffs, but the only ones she could picture were the grass-covered cliffs of Cornwall that Mia had bounded along as a child, dark hair flying behind her. She tried to imagine how Mia could have fallen. Was she standing on an overhang and the earth crumbled? Did a sudden gust of wind unbalance her? Was she sitting on the edge and became distracted? It seemed absurdly careless.